All right, coming up on 10:30, that means it's time for some Celebrity Dish.
We got Josh McBride in the building this morning. What's up? How you doing?
Barely.
Oh, yeah, you go barely. That's
hey,
okay.
Barely you made it. You made it.
Yeah, you made it. That's what's most important. You got here.
Yes.
You got here.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Welcome.
I know this is the first time I've been with you guys in person.
I know.
Oh, in the new building too?
Well, in person first.
Yes.
We did virtual a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're starting out. I mean, you get to see this really fancy building of ours.
Yeah. You're impressed. We know you're impressed, so we won't even ask.
Yeah, the lighting here is way better than my apartment.
Well, thanks for joining us. Let's get into it here. Drake and 21 Savage fans calling the rappers out over their ticket prices for the upcoming tour. Let's bring in producer Chris for details on this. Chris.
Yeah, and he's just the latest to kind of get this earful from fans. Like you mentioned earlier, tickets for Drake's It's All a Blur tour officially go on sale today if you are in the market for them. And according to fans, tickets in the 100 level seats in certain cities starting around $400 to $500. Not super surprising, but they also say tickets in the nosebleed section are going for as much as $200. One Twitter user wrote, $200 for nosebleed Drake tickets is criminal. Ticketmaster will crumble. Someone else tweeted, Drake tickets are wild for the Atlanta show. I didn't even pay this to see Beyonce. Are you guys paying that much money to see Drake is the question.
I'm not paying that much money to see anybody, but that's just me. That's just me. I'll let you guys have the floor on this one.
This explains the viral tweet that I saw this morning saying, Beyonce's my budget. If I'm not paying this for Beyonce, I'm not paying it for anybody else. That's number one. Number two, I got this random text from a friend, and she was like, girl, have you seen these ticket prices for Drake? I was like, what are they? Yeah, no, I'm not going. Yeah. I'm not paying that much money. And I love me some Drake. But a lot of it is I like old school Drake more.
Yeah.
And
well, this is a greatest hits tour kind of, because he's not actually. I mean,
dang it!
So,
all right, well then that's different. I might have to think about that.
Would you?
For Drake?
Yeah.
No, for Beyonce, like, there is a Beyonce budget here.
Yeah, like if Beyonce said she wanted a kidney, you'd be like, okay,
got
Beyonce.
it, I have two.
Lucky you, I have two.
I got an extra. No, I mean, it's very, look, I was having a conversation with my friend this morning, and we were talking about the ridiculousness of artists asking for this amount of money. Look, we all got affected by the pandemic. Everybody, right? In some way, shape, or form. Inflation, all of that. Yeah. We know that you need to make your ticket prices big so you can go home with a big check. However, what about like the fan that just loves you and that wants to be there and experience your ambiance? Yeah. Right? Like, this should fall on the artist. And I'm blaming Beyonce too, even though I'm going to try and go.
Even though you're going to pay.
If you want to go tell her in person, that's the thing. It's better, said in person. Yeah. I will say it does price out a lot of fans. I do wonder, because people have also been complaining about how big of a chunk Ticketmaster fees take from all of this, and then you've got artists in this changing landscape where touring typically was where they made most of their money. I would imagine maybe even more so now, but I'm not sure. That said, video phone quality, like on TikTok or Instagram, it's really good, or YouTube. Right. So I might catch them there.
Just the highlights on social media.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, guys, let's talk about Juan Dixon now, because he has some behind-the-scenes drama now playing out that has nothing to do with his hit reality show. According to new reports, he has been fired from his coaching job at Coppin State University. So this comes on the heels of Juan's cheating scandal with wife Robin Dixon. We talked about that in Celebrity Dish before, and more importantly, it comes after a lawsuit against Coppin University alleging one of his assistant coaches sexually assaulted and blackmailed a former player. Juan Dixon spent 6 seasons with the program. So guys, it hasn't been the best start of the year for him so far. Wisdom, do you know any more about this than we've heard so far?
No, the information about the blackmail and the allegations, that's, I'm not going to say old news, but we knew about that in the past before the season even started. And coaches get fired all the time when they don't have a tremendous amount of success. It's just sad because, and I'm not talking about the reality show, I'm just talking about Juan in general, because he's such a big name here in Maryland with the Terps, winning the national championship, such a great basketball player and an icon in the sports world in this area. So to see all of this fall on him or come into his world with a lawsuit and then getting fired and then the reality TV, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's unfortunate.
Do you think he's going somewhere big next?
I mean, it could be. I mean, it's possible because, again, he is an icon when it comes to basketball. But this is a guy who has, he's got a family. He's got kids. He's got young boys who are basketball players. So, and all this stuff starts to play out, and they're old enough to know what's going on. So that's the unfortunate part when you start hearing things like this.
Yeah. All right, and there's been scandal on the reality show and now, you know, in his own life. So, all right, next up, supermodel Naomi Campbell. Apparently not above the temptation of tweaking her photos. She's catching heat for photoshopping her pictures. Take a close look here and see if you notice a difference. This is from the Oscars this year. And this is the side-by-side. On the left side is the real photo. On the right is the photo she posted to Instagram. Fans say it's so heavily retouched that her head and nose look out of proportion with the rest of her body. Okay. They also say the star doesn't need any Photoshop because she's already flawless. I mean, she's Naomi Campbell.
Hello.
What do you make of this?
I mean, she's like the rest of us, right? Like, we all do a little something, zhuzhin something.
Right.
Look, we all do a little something. I've done it before where I've accidentally, like, added a finger, and, like, someone called me out. I was like, this is not, like, if you're going to do it, you got to be really, like, it's got to be a gentle kind of, like, you increase the brightness a tiny bit. But, look, she's all of us, I think, in this moment. I also think she is a natural beauty, so like, but look, we all suffer from self-esteem problems and how we look and appearances, so like, I get it.
By the way, I love how you're saying, no, you're just doing it wrong. You got to be careful with how you do it. I mean, listen, right, just a tad. But I do think it speaks to, like you said, we all suffer from this idea of maybe wanting to look a certain way or wanting to look better. What's interesting with Naomi Campbell is that, like, she's got the proportions and the featers that people strive for. So if she's doing this, I mean,
she is like our standard of Facetune. Like, she is Facetune. Why does she even have the app?
Exactly. You know? Yeah. Maybe it's because she's like, I don't know, a shareholder, or she's like part owner. I'm just selling the app. But no, she's gorgeous with or without it.
All right, and you're going to stick around? I'm
sticking around for the 11.
Okay. All right. So you're going to talk more about yourself, and you're going to get some food as well.
I'm more excited about the food part.
Okay.
But we're more excited about
we're excited about you having you as a guest.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
On 11.